So I'm seeing a lot of atheists. I'm not seeing a lot of theists.
Yeah, not too many of them.
No, we get the emails, we get the, how come you only bring on those theists that just seem not to be able to get their shit together? Because you didn't call. Put your money where your mouth is, especially those trolls in the comments. Now's your time. We will hold the line for you. That said, we are going to move over to another atheist caller. Let's see. How about, who do you think? One or two?
Let's take one.
All right. Patrick in Liverpool. You're live with Eric and V. How are you doing?
Hi. Great. Awesome. Thank you.
Good. What do you want to talk about today?
Well, the call screener tied me down on the first thing that came to my mind. Well, actually, I just called because you seem desperate for a few calls.
Well, so actually, as soon as we put the word out, the lines light up.
Yeah, exactly.
But that is...
I'm one of them who lifts it up, that's all.
Appreciate that, Patrick.
Yeah, very sweet. So now we're in the process of cutting down, though. But we did see something in the notes that is interesting. What did you want to ask about?
Well, I'll stick to what the call screener tied me down to. I have a very easy way to debunk the whole nothing comes from nothing argument that apologists often use as, atheists don't know what they're talking about because reality cannot come from nothing. Even if they do not even consider that the deity is coming from nothing too, they never actually explain where that sucker comes from, but our universe can come from nothing.
Yeah.
So it doesn't come from nothing. And no physicist ever said it comes from nothing. That's a big, I don't know whoever came up with that story obviously was not a physicist. It doesn't come from nothing. It was all there. It was always all there. It was in one singularity. It's a singular point without any dimension, including space-time, which is a dimension. And the moment space-time was introduced into that singularity, the whole thing had to expand, well, rather quickly, as you can imagine, because there was a whole lot of shit on that very small little point, right? And that became the big universe, which consists of what estimated 400 billion little galaxies, So the whole idea of this nothing comes from nothing is not true. It doesn't come from nothing. It just didn't exist in a way we understand it in a space-time thing. It wasn't dimensional. There was... that's it.
The thing is I've come across that and I've definitely thought about that, but it's not super convincing.
Easy to comprehend.
No, it's not. It's not super convincing when you're talking to a theist, because ultimately the question is, okay, how did that happen? And
here's what you can tell them: exactly the same way God made it all. It happened in exactly the same way. It just came into existence, like what kind of argument is
Patrick,
that? God can make it out of nothing.
But Patrick,
well, then
while I agree that a God is not necessary for the instantiation of a universe, because we don't fucking know and they don't fucking know, so as long as we're postulating things, we can just throw it out there, apparently. Mm-hmm. I would say that to stay honest, you got to say I don't know, because you don't know. It's a tongue-in-cheek way of saying it's the same way your God made it, but
okay,
you don't.
We know where it comes from. What we do not know is how it happened. What we do not know is what triggered that moment, that incident that basically introduced space-time. That is what we don't know. We understand, however, what the singularity is. We understand what the Big Bang, by the way, a term that was coined by a religious scientist who tried to debunk that.
I get we've figured out a lot about T=1, but that's not the point of the way that argument comes up. And it's not the point that they're trying to make. It doesn't address
the argument that they are trying to make is that what they are conflate. Look, it's the exact same problem that you have with DNA, being a code. No, it's not. It's a misunderstanding of semantics, which causes people to misunderstand the whole thing when scientists talk about the Big Bang or singularity. So
it's an appeal to mystery.
It does not compute semantically in the same way as theists would translate semantics.
And at that point, I wouldn't say theists. I would say the theist that you're talking to who's making that claim. Because not all theists are there, and meeting them where they're at is important. And if you're talking about a subset of people who do claim that belief, then that would be a good place to go down the road.
No, I was still in the confinement of people who would use this kind of argument. So
for sure,
in my mind, I was talking about those specific theists. So.
Well, let's see if we can get one of them to call in, and maybe we can talk to them about it.
Good luck,
Patrick. Well, I mean, put your money where your mouth is. We're not that bad. We're the nice show.
Patrick, I like watching you. Good job, guys. Keep it up. Beautiful. Right. And looking forward to the new logo and stuff.
Yeah,
it's cool. It's really cool. We've been working out. We've been workshopping
with the old stuff. Come on, do some giveaways with the old stuff.
Keep it with the old stuff.
Be the nice show. Giveaway,
give away old stuff.
Yeah, giveaway.
Ooh,
like a giveaway.
Maybe we should do. Maybe we should get a little like a box of what's left and just kind of. Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Well,
Patrick, I like
patrons,
that.
You have patrons, do a raffle among your patrons or something, or everyone who becomes a new patron until next week gets something out of the box or something like that. Come on, Bianca.
Sounds like a good idea. We'll take that to our producer. Yeah. But in the meantime, it was good talking to you, man.
Have a nice evening.
You
Bye,
too.
guys.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It's probably evening over there.
Yes.
6 hours.
Definitely.
Okay.
That was really sweet.
That was really nice.
Those atheists that called that wanted to make sure that we weren't vamping all heard that and they all went, oh, fuck, and they dropped off the line. So if you're a religious caller, call in.